Hi and welcome to another one of my tutorials. This time I'm going to walk you through an Edexcel IGCSE practical paper. I am going to split this into the different sections to make it easier. Right in front of me is the practical paper for 2012. You can see it's 3 hours long, and also you will have some files that come with it. Okay, there are 5 activities in the examination paper. It's totaling 100 marks, and you must read through the first page, okay, which is an introduction about the exam. So it tells me there's 5 activities. You have to do the tasks in order. It does say do not spend too much time on the activity, and for all tasks you must enter your task number, name, candidate number, centre number before printing. Otherwise you won't get any marks for it. On this exam paper, this is the 2012, we can see there are 5 tasks. The first was using art, imaging, graphic software, which of course will be Paint.net. It then tells you how many marks and the data files to use. Then database software, then web authoring software, spreadsheets, and desktop publishing, word processing software. And underneath it says a little scenario. It says Interair is a travel company owned by Angela Yelena Reith. These are her contact details, which are here. Her phone number is here, website, and her email, which you will need later on when you're producing the various documents. The data files, of course, can be found in the folder. You should be given them, and the data files are here that you'll need. Okay, and then there's some images in the image folder. Okay, now let's go on to part 1. Activity 1, using art, imaging and graphic software. In this activity, I am going to show you how to use Paint.net to complete this task. First of all, it says open a new document using word processing software. Of course, we have to evidence our work, so we need to load up word processing software, which in this case is Word. Create a new blank document, and I'm going to pin that to the side. And we'll just zoom this out a bit. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to pin this to the side here. It says open a new word processing document, enter task AG1, your name, candidate number and centre number in the footer. I'm not sure about the candidate number. I don't have a candidate number, but I will put my name and task AG1. So insert, header footer, footers, we'll choose one here. I'm going to type task AG1. I will delete the middle, and on the right side I will write my name, and if I knew my candidate number and centre number I would write that as well. It then says save the document as task AG1, so file, save as, and you save it in your resource folder. Okay, so task AG1, save as you go along. Now Angela wants you to use a photograph airplane on the Interair website. She wants the image cropped before it's used. Open a suitable art graphics package, which is Paint.net. Okay. And then it says open the image airplane. So I go File, Open, I go to my desktop, I find the resource folder, Airplane, and I have my image airplane. It then says crop the image, so the plane is the only object shown. So I select my select tool, and I then select just the airplane. Okay, and then I go image, crop to selection. Okay, that's the first one. The image remains a rectangle. Yes, that's a rectangle. Good, I like that. And as much of the sky is removed as possible. Okay, I think I have removed as much of that sky as possible there. One thing I think some students get confused when it talks about removing the sky, they think, oh, we have to remove the sky in the rectangle as well. We've removed the sky because, of course, that's the extra, that's the stuff outside away from the airplane. So this is fine. It then saved the image as airplane 2. So we go File, Save As, and make sure it says JPEG. And we say it's airplane 2. Save. Press OK. Then it tells me paste the cropped image into task AG1. Okay. So I can go to resource folder. Airplanes 2's there. Find my Word document. And I just drag this into here. There we go. And that is the first task. Okay, so the second task, of course, tells us that Angela wants the image plain altered to use as a company logo. The logo must be suitable for printing color or black and white. Open a suitable art graphics package, which I've done, it's paint.net. Open the image plain, which I've done here. And it says change the image so the text into air is added on the side of the plane. So I'll just move this to the side and I need to add the text. Now, there's something called layers here. And if I draw the right on the same layer, it won't be able to, I won't be able to move the text around. So I'll create a new layer and I will add the writing into air on the side of the plane. So INTERAYR, and I can move it. Now, the other thing on the question, it tells us to make it fit for purpose. And what it means is that image quite clear? And in my opinion, no, it's not clear. I need to change the contrast. So I go to Adjustments, Contrast, Brightness Contrast, and I just increase the contrast. In fact, I need to go to the background layer, go to Contrast, and then what we should see there is now I can see this a lot clearer by increasing the contrast. If I keep going, it'll also make it black, but that should be perfect. Okay, so I've now changed the contrast. It's now a lot clearer. Press OK. And then it tells us in the exam paper, save the image as air logo. File, Save As. Make sure you save it as a JPEG. Air logo, save. Like so, and then OK. And then flatten it. It says paste a copy of the image into task AG1 and resave it, but don't print. So, I don't need this, I can close it. I'll go into my Word document. This is how the image would look like if it wasn't, if no contrast. But of course we added the contrast to make it fit for purpose. Drag this in like so. Now the final task, the final question tells us in the document, task AG1, explain how the changes to the image make it fit for purpose. What we did was we increase the contrast. So at the bottom, I'm going to double click. I have improved the logo above to make it fit for purpose by increasing the contrast. Why will this be important? This is important so you can identify the key features of the logo. Then it says make sure the task AG1 is still one side of A4. Yes, it is. If it isn't, just make the picture smaller. Okay, just make the picture smaller. Resave, so file, save, and it says print. Have I got my name on it? Yes, I have. So I go file and print. And then, of course, that is task 1 finished with. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time for task 2.